Yo, what is up, guys? I'm your boy Nick with Pick My Man. Today we're gonna be taking a look ahead at the UFC Vegas 85 card. This is gonna be premiering after that UFC 297 card. This is gonna be the first card coming up in February, and we got a really stacked card coming up. So some good prospects on this card that we got coming up. So let's go over it, guys. We're gonna be taking a look ahead at all the fights from the first prelim fighters to the top main card fighters. And I'm going to be telling you guys which fighters that I like, which underdogs that I like on this card. And let's go over it, guys. If you guys were watching my live stream the other day, we already went over this card, and you guys probably already seen my picks. But let's go over it one more time, because I wanted to do this video early so you guys can go ahead, maybe mix in do some parlays, like multiple different card parlays. I always like doing those because you can find some fighters that you're really confident in on some cards, and then you can mix them with the other fighters from the other cards. I always like doing those because you have more success with those parlays hitting than when you're just trying to do parlays on the one single card. So let's go over it, guys. We're gonna go with the first fight on the card, which is my boy Nate Maness taking on Azat Maksum. Nate Maness has been in the UFC for a minute, man. He was fighting at 135 against guys like Tony Gravely, and he knocked out Tony Gravely, but he got hurt badly in the first round. That was not an easy fight for him by any means. I think he got dropped in the first round, then came back. He was able to gather himself in the corner. His coaches gave him pretty good advice, and then he came back in the second round, knocked out Tony Gravely. Then he took two losses, took some pretty tough fighters. Guys like Umar Nurmagomedov went the distance with him, got absolutely dominated in the wrestling. No shame there. I mean, Umar Nurmagomedov is gonna be probably gonna be fighting for the belt at some point. And then he took on Tagir Rosenback, where he kind of just put his head in the guillotine, standing guillotine choke. That was not a good look for him. But this is a really good performance by him. He absolutely ground and pounded Matheus Mendoza. Mendoza was going for a leg lock. If I remember, I had Nate Maness in a long shot parlay with I think it was with Diana Belbiṭă and Bill Algio. I think Diana Belbiṭă killed the long shot parlay. It was like plus 1200 or something like that. But yeah, Nate Maness came through over there, and he looked really good, man. I'm a little bit biased on this pick, I'll be honest with you guys. I want to see Nate Maness win here, and if Azat looked really good in his UFC debut, I probably would have picked him here, but he didn't look too good. I mean, he came in with a lot of hype, and didn't look too good against Tyson Nam. Tyson Nam is a pretty good veteran, UFC veteran. He's been in the UFC for a minute, and Azat was a minus 420 favorite, guys. At the end of the second round, he was minus 120, I think, minus 120 at the end of the second round. That's how close the fight was, and that was not an impressive performance by any means. I mean, it was still a good performance. It's a UFC debut, so you can't shame him too much for being that close in a fight with Tyson Nam. But Tyson Nam is 40 years old, fighting at 125, so you should not be going to split decision with Tyson Nam at this point. Everyone picked him by submission there. Not a good look there. Let's look at the lines. Maksum, where do you open up at? So Azat Maksum opened up at minus 225, and action didn't move for like a day. Then in the last 24 hours, action has been coming in on my boy Nate Maness, and I think he's got a good chance of getting this done, man. Nate Maness, as long as he can defend some takedowns, I don't think he's gonna give up some takedowns here. He's really working on that part of his game. And he opened up at plus 190. I mean, I was looking to bet him at plus 155, and I don't know. I think if I got to that plus 190, I would have bet him. Maybe put a 1 unit on that plus 190. But at plus 155, I don't know if I really want to bet against Maksum at these odds. I think some money will come in on Azat because he's undefeated, 17-0. So I do think maybe wait a little bit. I wouldn't really jump to the line right now on this fight. I would wait a little bit, and I think you can at least get like plus 200 on Nate Maness. But he's coming off that really good performance over Mendoza. Mendoza's a tough Brazilian, Sute box Diego Lima, and he absolutely grounded pounded him. But Mendoza had some negative fight IQ there. I don't think Maksum is going to be going for leg locks or anything like that. But he's still got to prove himself at this level. Nate Maness has been at this level. He's been beating these UFC level guys, finishing them too. Finished Tony Gravely, finished Luke Sanders, finished Matheus Mendoza, took on guys like Umar Nurmagomedov. So I'm gonna pick Nate Maness here. I'm probably a little bit biased because he follows me on Instagram, so we're kind of boys a little bit. So I'm gonna pick my boy Nate Maness here. I think this kid's gotta prove himself against a guy like Nate Maness. And if he goes out there, finishes Nate Maness, I'll jump on his train. I think I'll probably back him in the next fight. But I'm not looking to throw him in any parlays or anything. But if I can get Nate Maness at plus 200, I'll probably put like a half unit there, or maybe a quarter unit or something like that. Not anything major. But Nate Maness can pull this out, guys. I really do think he can get this done. And people think too. I mean, he opened up at plus 190, went all the way down to plus 155 now. Next up, guys, we got Molly McCann taking on Belbiṭă. Oh man, Molly McCann really disappointed me in that performance against Julija. Stoliarenko, she was like a minus 300 favorite. I mean, she can't defend the takedown, save her life. And now they're finally giving her someone that doesn't have any ground game. I mean, Belbiṭă couldn't even get a single takedown over Karolina Kowalkiewicz. We did pick Kowalkiewicz there by decision, I think, yeah. Kowalkiewicz was like, what, almost 37 years old or something? Excuse me, guys. This is a fight that Molly McCann should win. I mean, but the reason I say that is because she should win her last fight. She shouldn't have lost that last fight. All she had to do was keep the fight on the feet, and she could have knocked that girl out, Stoliarenko. But she got taken down right away, and I don't think she's really making any improvements in the grappling. But yeah, man, she's taking on Belbiṭă, who's 5'7". Doesn't get finished. She's only been finished once by Liana Jua back in like 4 years ago almost. Molly McCann, what are the odds on her right now? Molly McCann, the McCann crusher. That's what I call her because she's a can crusher. Molly McCann is minus 240. She opened up at minus 155. Yeah, don't bet on this fight, guys. Stay far away from this one. I don't know. I can't pick Molly McCann anymore, but she should win this fight. I think I have to pick her here, guys. As much as I wanted to pick Belbiṭă, she's not gonna have any power on the feet, and she can't get the takedowns on Molly McCann. I think if she gets taken down by Molly McCann, I'm gonna be done with Molly McCann. They better cut Molly McCann if she gets taken down here and gets submitted somehow. But Belbiṭă is still only 27 years old though, so you gotta think she's gonna be making some improvements. But she's not training out of like any big team. She's training out of a pretty good team. Never mind. I don't know why I said that. Training over there with guys like Mike, the proper Malad, who's gonna be fighting in January. Training with pretty Kyle Nelson and those guys. So she's training out of a good team. Damn, man, I have a hard time with this one, guys. She's out of Romania. I gotta pick Molly McCann only because I think she's got the better striking, and as much as I don't like her. I can't pick with my emotions, I guess. And I don't think Belbiṭă is gonna submit her by any means. She's got no submissions in the UFC. She's been submitted once, and she's gone the distance like 5 times, 5 out of 6 times. So I think Molly McCann can get this done by decision. I think she can land hard enough shots on the feet, get this done, but I'm not going anywhere near this fight. I'm not betting her or putting her in any parlays. If you guys feel good about putting her in parlays, I mean, good for you, but I'm not going anywhere near this fight. I'll stay far away from this one. Next up, guys, we got my boy Marquel Mederos taking on Landon Quiñones, and let's go, guys. Marquel Mederos, I picked him as a pretty big underdog, plus 185 underdog against Aliaskhab. That's who he fought last time, right, on Dynamite Contender Series. He fought Aliaskhab. He's a plus 185 underdog before the fight, and I'm so proud of myself for believing in him. And he absolutely brutalized him with the flying knee knockout, one of the most vicious flying knee knockouts I've ever seen in my life. And he's looked really good, man. He looked really good. He's fought in Cage Fury UFC. I watch Cage Fury UFC all the time. He's beaten some pretty good guys over there. Beat guys like Tracy Reader. And he's got really good takedown defense. And he's got really good stand-up. He's got nasty leg kicks. And he's got really good body kicks too. And he's very explosive on the feet. He's one of the most exciting strikers that the UFC has signed in this year, I think. He's going to be taking on Landon Quiñones. Landon Quiñones went to this with Nasrat Haqparast. Had a fight of the night, I think, with him. I don't know if it was a fight of the night. I think it could have been a fight of the night. But he looked pretty good in that fight. I mean, landed like almost 100 significant strikes, I think. But Haqparast landed like 170 or 180, if I remember. But he's been fighting in Titan FC. But I gotta pick my boy Marquel Mederos. So I'm not gonna fade him here just because he's a favorite. Marquel Mederos is what is he? Marquel Mederos is minus 235. It's crazy how fast the odd change, right? He was a plus 185 underdog on Day No Contender Series against that grappler, and now he's a minus 220 favorite opening up, and right away money came in on him, and some money coming in on the underdog here, Quiñones. But I think Marquez can get this done, guys. I think he's gonna get the knockout here. I know Hacked Price couldn't knock Landon Quiñones out. Landon Quiñones is very tough and durable, but I think Mederos can chop his legs up and break him down slowly. And I'll say second round TKO for Marquel Mederos, and he's one of the most exciting prospects out of training out of Factory X Muay Thai. I think he's gonna get this done, guys, by knockout. I don't have a bet on him. I don't really feel good about betting on him at these odds. If the line comes down to like under minus 200, I'll probably bet on him. Maybe I'll look at the... I think the fight can go over 1.5 rounds, to be honest, because I don't think Landon Quiñones is like a bum by any means. But I gotta back my boy Mederos here, because I believed in him back when he was plus 185 underdog against Aliaskhab, who's a Russian guy. But Aliaskhab is a overrated guy, so, and he just knocked him out in the first round. I mean, I think he was the first one to knock Aliaskhab out too, or the second one. Let me see. I think he was the second guy to ever knock out Aliaskhab. Yeah, he was the second one to ever knock out Aliaskhab, and Aliaskhab was fighting in Brave CF, which is a pretty good promotion. Came in with a lot of hype. A lot of people were picking him there. Almost 80% people are picking him there. I mean, crazy. And he absolutely knocked him out in the first round. So I think if you can get anything under minus 200 on some books on Marquel Mederos, I think he's a good parlay piece and good money on play. Next up, guys, we got Bilder taking on Jeong Lee. The Korean Tiger versus the El Animal. I mean, what a war between these two guys. Bilder coming off that really disappointing performance against Kyle Nelson. Looked absolutely horrible there. He's even out there in Canada fought Kyle Nelson. Canada's very young. And I honestly thought he was a lock against Kyle Nelson. I mean, I thought he was going to go out there, take Kyle Nelson down, because we had seen Kyle Nelson get taken down a couple of times in the past. But man, this guy looked horrible out there. Absolutely horrible. And not a good performance by any means. Didn't try to change the fight. I mean, he was able to win 1 out of the 3 rounds, I think. But he didn't look too good out there. He needed to win 2 rounds clearly, and he couldn't do it. Couldn't even get a single takedown on Kyle Nelson. He's been in the UFC for a minute now. Beat Shane Young. I don't know how much stock you can really hold beating Shane Young. Beat guy Alex Morgan. I mean, I never heard of that guy. He's got some power. He's got a good ground game. But I think the Korean Tiger can keep this on the feet. And I think he can outpoint him. Land enough damage on the feet. He's got power too. But I think he's going to beat him by decision. I think Bilder's a tough dude. The odds are basically pick him right now. Let's look at the odds right now, guys. So odds right now. Bilder's minus 110. Bilder opened up at plus 215. I mean, crazy. The books don't have any respect for this guy. Crazy. So a lot of money has come in on Bilder. But I'm going to pick the Korean Tiger here. I think the books have it right. I don't think Bilder really has any power to really hurt the Korean Tiger here on the feet. And I think Korean Tiger is going to be able to defend the takedowns. He's the bigger guy here. He's got almost like a 5-inch reach advantage here. And I think he's going to get this done, guys. I think he's going to get it done by decision. I don't want to be betting on that fight, but I do think I have a unit on the Korean Tiger at minus 110, even money. I mean, the books have a lot of respect for him, and I think it makes sense. Next up, guys, we got Aliaskhab Khizriev taking on Makhmud Muradov. I'm picking Khizriev here, the Black Wolf versus the Mac. Makhmudov has a horrible gas tank. He did beat a Brian Barberena pretty easily. I mean, couldn't knock him out, but he did drop him a couple of times. Brian Barberena is a tough dude. Really hard to finish out there. I'm picking Khizriev here, guys. I'm really high on this guy. He hasn't fought in a long time. Almost hasn't fought in 2 years almost. But I honestly think his grappling is really next level. He's got the much better cardio in this fight. They're both 33 years old, and he's going to be smaller here. Muradov is 6'2" with a 75-inch reach. Only a 1.5-inch reach advantage. But I think Khizriev's got the next level grappling, guys. He's fighting out of Makachka, and I think he's gonna get this done, guys. I think he's gonna get a second on submission here. Muradov, I'm not high on Muradov at all. I did bet on him against Barbarina, but that was a sweaty ass fight. I had him in a parlay, and he should have finished him if he's really that good. He got submitted by Gerald Mearsar. He absolutely gassed out against Gerald Mearsar. Got submitted in the third round. I think it was the third round, right? If I remember. It was the second round. Okay. It's crazy how fast he gassed out in that fight. But he was winning that fight. He's a minus 600 favorite against GM3. Got absolutely fraud checked in that fight. And I think he's going to get fucked up in this fight. I got Khizriev by submission, guys. The odds have Khizriev at minus 140. Khizriev opened up at minus 225. Some action came in on Muradov. Khizriev went all the way up to plus 115. And now money coming back on Khizriev's way. And I think it makes sense. I mean, people probably betting Muradov because Khizriev hasn't been active in 2 years almost. So I get it. But I think Khizriev's going to get this done. I think the books have this one right. I think he's got the better cardio, better durability, better gas tank. And I think he's going to get it done by submission. Let me get some water, guys. I'm fucking thirsty right now. I'm making this video at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to make this video because the line just dropped for this card. And I know some of you guys have probably been looking for some videos out there. Feel better now. Let's go, guys. Hit the like down below, guys. Not that many people out there making these early picks videos, so you guys can go out there and get to the lines early. Hit the like, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to make our way to 1K subscribers. Let's freaking go, guys. I appreciate all the support from you guys. So I got Khizriev by submission, guys. I think he's gonna get it done. If you're gonna bet his money line minus 140. I don't think it's too bad, but maybe just stay away from this one. He hasn't fought in almost 2 years, but I think he's gonna get this done, guys. I think he's gonna get it done by submission. Maybe first round submission or second. I'll say second round submission for Khizriev. Next up, guys, we got Themba Gorimbo taking on Kiefer Crosbie. Kiefer Crosbie is an absolute fraud. I picked him against Kevin just said horrible pick by me. That's one of the worst picks I've ever made. He was a pretty big underdog against him too. I thought maybe he could get something done on the feed, but he looked absolutely horrible there. Got submitted in the first round, and he should not be getting submitted in the first round. That was his UFC debut, so maybe you can give him a break, but he's lost by submission on Belbiţă. You should not be getting finished in Belbiţă, let's be honest. I'm shocked that he's still in the UFC, let's be honest. Themba Gorimbo is absolutely going to crush him. I'll say first round submission for Themba Gorimbo. And Themba Gorimbo, where is he? Where's Themba Gorimbo? Themba Gorimbo is... Where is he? I can't find his line right now. Gorimbo is minus 285. He opened up at minus 285. No action has come in on him. And I'm not touching him at minus 285. Maybe I'll put him in a parlay. I think he's a really good parlay piece, because I do think he's going to get this done. But the prop that I really like for Themba Gorimbo is by submission. But inside the distance for Themba Gorimbo, I do see him finishing Kiefer Crosbie. I think he's going to finish him inside the 1.5 round mark. Kiefer Crosbie has horrible cardio, horrible durability. He's been finished in all of his fights. He's been finished 3 times, twice by submission. I think he's going to get finished here. Themba Gorimbo is much bigger than him. He's got the much better grappling, much better durability. Fought the much better level of competition. Got submitted by AJ Fletcher, but that was a crazy back and forth fight. But I don't think Kiefer Crosbie is at the level of AJ Fletcher. This is probably going to be Kiefer Crosbie's last fight in the UFC, let's be honest. I got Themba Gorimbo here all day long. He's going to get this done by submission. I'll say first round submission for Themba Gorimbo. But I'll probably put him in a parlay, but I don't know if I want to parlay him at minus 285. That's a little bit too wide for me. But I do see him getting this done. He's probably one of my most confident picks on the card. I probably will be ending up putting him in a parlay, because I do see him getting it done. I think he's gonna win. He wins 9 out of 10 times. 9.5 out of 10 times. I think he wins this fight. Next up, guys, we got Julija Stoliarenko taking on Luana Carolina. Whew, man, I can't get these girls right. I mean, I picked Molly McCann against her by knockout, and she took her down right away and submitted her. Then she got knocked out by Chelsea Chandler. This is the fight that no one should be betting on, let's be honest. I did pick Luana Carolina against Ivana Petrovic, I think. And she got that done as a pretty big underdog too. I think she was like a minus 200 underdog against Ivana Petrovic. She's a plus 185 underdog, yeah. Luana Carolina is not that bad, to be honest. I don't know why people... I mean, she's lost a couple... She got knocked out by Molly McCann and went to split with Joanne Wood. You should not be losing to Joanne Wood, let's be honest. If you're losing to Joanne Wood, I can never pick you to win another fight in the UFC. I gotta pick Stoliarenko here. I think she's gonna be able to get the takedowns. Luana Carolina has horrible takedown defense. And I think Julija Stoliarenko is gonna get the takedowns and submit her. I don't want to be going anywhere near this fight. I'm not betting on this fight. Stoliarenko is plus 105 right now. She opened up at plus 130. I think you can bet her by submission. If she's gonna win this fight, it's gonna be by submission. If this fight goes long, she's not gonna win this fight. It's gonna be Luana Carolina by decision, or it's gonna be Stoliarenko by submission. I do think Stoliarenko can get this done. I'm gonna pick her by submission here. Luana Carolina, I don't think she's been submitted once in the UFC level. She got submitted by Ariane Lipski. No shame losing to Ariane Lipski. Ariane Lipski is a goat. We picked Ariane Lipski against what's her name, Casey O'Neill. She absolutely fraud checked Casey O'Neill. My girl, fucking Ariane Lipski. Let's freaking go, Ariane Lipski. Absolutely fraud checking. Oh, Casey O'Neill made me so much happy. Made us so much money. Let's freaking go, Ariane Lipski. I don't know if Julija Stoliarenko is gonna submit her, but that's the only way she's gonna win the fight if she does. She's what, 30 years old? Not the oldest. I mean, she's same age as her. I can't pick someone that loses to Joanne Wood. Joanne Wood's one of the worst fighters in women's MMA that we've ever seen. And I'm gonna pick Stoliarenko as a plus 105 underdog here. Next up, guys, we got Thomas Petersen taking on Jamal Pogues. And Jamal Pogues looked pretty horrible against Mick Perkins. Didn't even get going. Just let him beat him. Just got beat up in 3 rounds. Couldn't even win the single round. I think that Thomas Petersen can get this done, guys. He's got really good wrestling, really good grappling. We bet on him against Chandler Cole. I did bet him by submission there, or by TKO. Can't remember which one it was. I think it was inside the distance. But I think he was a minus 1200 against this guy that he fought, Chandler Cole. He was minus 750. Okay, not minus 1200. It was minus 750. He absolutely dominated him. But this guy, Chandler Cole, was like 5'10 with a 72-inch reach. So not the biggest guy for the weight class. But this guy's got really good grappling. And I think he's going to get the takedowns here. And but he's fighting a guy who's pretty big, much bigger than him. This guy's beaten Josh Parisian and beat Renato Jr. Yeah, he's gonna lose this fight by submission here. Maybe by ground and pound. I'll say ground and pound here. I think it'll be a ground and pound TKO stoppage. Because this dude has really good grappling, guys. Thomas Petersen, minus 270. I'll probably end up parlaying him with, what's his name, Gorimbo. I think that's a good parlay piece right there. Thomas Petersen opened up at minus 270. I think he's gonna close in at like minus 350, minus 300. He's got really good grappling. He's only taken 1 L, and that was to our boy Waldo Cortez Acosta, I think. Right? Yeah, it was a Waldo Cortez Acosta in LFA. No shame losing to the GOAT, Waldo Cortez Acosta, who's going to be fighting on the next UFC card against Arlovsky. And I have a lot of parlays with Waldo Cortez Acosta. We got Waldo Cortez Acosta, I think, at minus 270 against Arlovsky. Now Waldo Cortez at like minus 400. So subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm always giving you guys these early breakdowns so you guys can parlays, get to the parlays early, get the value before the sharps come in. Subscribe to the channel, guys. I know you guys like these breakdowns. Why not just subscribe to the channel then? Like the video too for the YouTube algorithm. Leave a W in the comments down below. Let's freaking go, guys. Thomas Petersen by submission or by TKO at minus 270. I'll probably end up parlaying him with the Gorimbo on this card. Next up, guys, we got Melsik Baghdasaryan taking on William Gomis. Melsik Baghdasaryan, man, I did pick him against Tucker Lutz. I think I picked him by a knockout, but he did beat Tucker Lutz pretty easily. I think Tucker Lutz, he was a slight underdog. I think Tucker Lutz was like plus 105, and Baghdasaryan was like -125 or -110, I think. I've been high on Baghdasaryan. He's a really good kickboxer. This is gonna be a striking matchup. Both these guys have a background in kickboxing, and I'm more high on William Gomis. I think I'm a little bit more high on him. He looked really good in his last fight against Janice Gamuri. That was a little bit of early stoppage, but it was a nasty body kick that he landed, and he was firing on all cylinders. And I think he was like a -240 favorite there, if I remember. My memory's getting better and better now. He was a -210, yeah, -210 favorite, okay. And he made that look pretty easy. Got the knockout there in the second round, just before the end of the second round there, and it looked really good. I'm gonna pick William Gomis here. He's a +125 and 20 underdog, I think. I bet him at +120. William Gomis is +120. He opened up as a favorite to -140. Money came in on Baghdasaryan right away. He went up to +150, I mean. And then money has been coming in on him right now recently. I think he'll be the favorite by the time the fight starts. I think it'll be Gomis at like maybe -150, and the Baghdasaryan at like +125 or something like that. The odds are gonna be very close for this one. But I think Gomis' range and height and reach is gonna give him a lot of problems. And Gomis is training at an MMA Factory. And I like picking fighters that train at MMA Factory mostly. But this guy Baghdasaryan has really good kickboxing, really good kicks right down the middle. He's really explosive too. But if you're not knocking out a guy like Tucker Lutz, I don't expect you to go out there and knock out William Gomis. I'm gonna pick William Gomis as an underdog here. I think a +120 is a gift. I think he's one of the better plays on this card as an underdog. Next up, guys, we got Gilbert Urbina taking on Charles Radke. Charles Radke didn't look too good as a -300 favorite against Blood Diamond Mike Mateta. I mean, Izzy's friend, Blood Diamond. And I'm picking Gilbert Urbina here, but I'm not looking to bet him at these odds. I think he's a little bit of a too wide favorite here. He was even money against Orion Kosi, I remember, and we picked him there as like a slight underdog, I think. What was the lines on that? He was like a +105 by the time that I bet him, and then a lot of late money came in on him, and absolutely fraud checked Orion Kosi. Absolutely beat him pillar to post, beat him on the ground. He's got really good grappling, really good striking too. And I was really impressed with his performance. He took a loss to Brian Battle where he got submitted, and took an L to Sean Brady. Went the distance with Sean Brady, which is not an easy thing to do, let's be honest. I mean, Sean Brady coming out that win over Kelvin Gastelum looked really good there. I'm going to pick Gilbert Urbina here, but I'm not looking to bet on this fight. I don't really like the line on him. He opened up as Gilbert Urbina. Let's look at the lines. So where is Urbina is -180 right now. So he opened up at he opened up at -155. Money came in on the other side, went the other side against Radke. Radke is mostly a grappler, so maybe people that are betting him mostly are expecting him to get the takedowns. This is a really good fight. This is people are having a hard time predicting this fight, and I don't have any action on this fight as of right now. But he's -180 right now, so I honestly don't think that's too bad on Urbina. I think he's got the reach and height. I mean. But Charles Radke right now is +155. So money has been coming in both ways. Makes sense. Both guys are very good prospects here. I think Gilbert Urbina is gonna get this done, guys. I've been high on him. He's fought at the much better level of competition. It's not even close. I mean, Radke went to split with 3-0 guy, while this dude went to win the distance with Sean Brady and had a competitive fight with Sean Brady. Got submitted by Brian Battle, but let's be honest, Brian Battle's only loss in the UFC is to the GOAT Rinat Fakhretdinov. I'm gonna pick Gilbert Urbina here, -180. I don't know if I'll be betting this fight right now. I think this fight probably doesn't go the distance. But it's tough, man. Both guys are very tough and durable. Charles Radke training at MMA Master, which is a very good promotion. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. But I'm picking Urbina here. I think he's gonna get this done. I think he's gonna get it done by probably by decision. Radke's only been finished one time, and that was by Justin Montalvo. Urbina can knock him out too, man. He's got the long reach. He's 6'3" at fighting at 155. I mean, absolute madness. He's fighting at welterweight, not 155. My bad. But he's fighting at 170 at 6'3" with a 75-inch reach. He's got the reach advantage. Much bigger than him. He's gonna be like what, 6 inches taller than Radke here. I think Radke's gonna have a hard time with the reach, dealing with the reach and height here. I got Urbina by TKO stoppage, I think. Next up, guys, we got Viviana Araújo taking on my girl Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva has to be one of the most prettiest girls in the UFC. Let's be honest, guys. And I have to pick Natalia Silva here, but I do not like her line. I'm not gonna be betting on her at this line here. The value is in Viviana Araújo. She's coming off the win over Jennifer Maia. She looked pretty good, but it was a very close back and forth fight. Not a fight I want to be betting on, because Natalia Silva is a very good striker, very good ground game, very good takedown defense. She's got knockout power. She can go for a lot of spinning back fist, spinning heel kicks. I mean, talk about all the versatile striking weapons out there. She's got everything. She knocked out Teresa Bleda with the spinning back kick. Teresa Bleda is an absolute beast for women's MMA. Knocking her out, I mean, that's no joke, man. And but knocked out Leonardo. Leonardo is an absolute scrub. Went to beat Andrea Lee easily beat Andrea Lee, but absolutely outstruck her all 3 rounds. Fight was not even close. I gotta pick Natalia Silva here. I think it will be by decision, because I don't think Viviana Araújo gets finished all that much. I don't think she's only been finished one time. That was back in like 2017. Very early on. I think she's not gonna get finished here, but I do see her getting outstruck all 3 rounds. She might get 1 or 2 takedowns, but I think Natalia Silva is gonna get right back up. And the UFC is really trying to build up Natalia Silva, guys. And I think she's going to get this done, guys. I think Natalia Silva is going to get this done. Right now, Natalia Silva is... Let's see if some money came in on Araújo. I do think some money is going to come in on Araújo. Maybe if you want to bet Araújo, maybe by decision. I don't think the money line... I think you're going to get even better line on the by decision prop. Natalia Silva, where is he? Natalia Silva is minus 325. She opened up at minus 275. Money came in on her right away. Now money coming in on Araújo a little bit. Araújo opened up at plus 235. She's money poured in right away again on Natalia Silva. And now Araújo sitting at plus 275. These lines are so crazy, man. I like Natalia Silva a lot. I think she's definitely going to win this fight. Pretty confident on her. One of the most confident picks on this card. But I don't know if I want to be betting on her at these over 3-1. Yeah, I'm staying far away from this. So I'll just sit here as a fan. I'll be cheering for my girl, Natalia Silva. My hottie, crotty hottie. Her name should be Crotty Hottie. I mean, she's a real hottie out there in the UFC. My girl, Natalia Silva, is going to get this done. And she's going to be on the run to the title shot next. By decision. I think Natalia Silva by decision. Co-main event time, guys. Co-main event. Hit the like down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1K subscribers, guys. I'm putting in the work. Your boy's putting in the work each and every day. Doing everyday live streams now. Hanging out with you guys. Hanging out with the family. Making early picks videos. Not that many people out there making these super early picks videos. So you guys can go out there and get the value before the sharks come in. And the sharks are coming in, trust me. They always get to the lines and the lines get steamed in. Renato Moicano taking a dude over. Man, I was having a tough time this one, guys. This is a 100% biased pick, but I think Renato Moicano is making a lot of improvements. But he is a little bit chinny, man. He is a little bit chinny. He got absolutely knocked out brutally by Rafael Fiziev. Moving up to 155, I mean, he has looked a little bit better. Chin has looked a little bit better. But not getting knocked out by Fiziev, I mean, no shame there. But getting knocked out by Korean Zombie back in the day, yeah, that's not a good look, man. You should not be getting knocked out by a Zombie. Oh, man, I like both of these guys a lot. It's going to suck seeing either one of these guys lose. But I'm picking Renato Moicano here because he's underdog right now. He's a plus 115 underdog right now. And I think I put a 1.5 unit on him. No, 1 unit, 1.5 unit on him, yeah. Renato Moicano. I think he's gonna get this done, and I like him a lot here. I was doing research on this card like last night, and I was like, damn, bro, Renato Moicano at plus money, like, damn. Dude, Dober is really good, man. If you can catch him at one of those hooks, I mean, he can definitely knock out anyone on this planet. But Moicano has really worked on his striking, man. He's training out of American Top Team. You already know I always like picking fighters that train out of American Top Team. We picked Pentosa last time training out of American Top Team. And Pentosa looked great out there. Dominated Royval all 5 rounds. I think it should have been like a 49-46. 50-45 was kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I'm picking my boy Renato Moicano here. I think he's going to get this done. Maybe I'm just biased here, but I think Moicano can get this done, man. We've seen Drew Dober get submitted a couple of times now. He's been submitted 4 times. 4 times at the UFC level. He got submitted by... he got knocked out by Matt Favola, so his chin isn't... It doesn't have that crimson chin anymore. But Benil Dariush submitted him in the second round. OAM submitted him in the second round. And he's been submitted by very early on. A lot of times Makhachev submitted him, I think. Yeah, Makhachev arm triangled him. I mean, that was a nasty arm triangle by Makhachev, the champion. No shame losing to the champion, Makhachev. But I think Moicano can drop him on the feet and maybe jump on his back. And Moicano is one of the best grapplers out there. One of the best submission grapplers out there is Moicano. And I like Moicano. What are the lines right now? Let's see if the lines moved at all. Money Moicano is minus 115 right now. Wow. I knew the money would come in on Moicano. He was up at plus 140. I mean, for like a couple of minutes. For like 20 minutes, I mean, 15 minutes, he was up at like plus 140. And then money came in on Moicano. And then I took him at plus 115. And he was at like plus 115 for like a couple of hours, like half a day, I think. And then he was at like plus 100 last night. And then now he's at minus 115. Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe just stay away from this one. It's going to suck seeing either one of these guys lose, guys. Moicano at minus 115. I think that's a good steal, guys. I like that value in Moicano. I like money Moicano at minus 115. Moicano is going to get his money, guys. He's going to go get his money. He's gonna get that bag. Money Moicano by second round submission, guys. This is the call. Main event time, guys. Main event time. Hit the like down below, guys. Come on. It only takes a second, and it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It lets me know that you guys enjoyed these early picks videos, and I'll make more of these in the future, so you guys can get to the lines early. Next up, guys, we got main event time now. Nasruddin Imavov taking on Roman Dolidze. I am picking Nasruddin Imavov here. I picked him against Curtis Blades, and that fight was going exactly how I thought it was gonna go before that accidental head class that absolutely saved Chris Curtis from taking that L. Chris Curtis was getting picked apart at range. Like, Chris Curtis had no clue what the fuck was going on there. My bad for swearing, guys, but Chris Curtis had no clue what the hell was going on over there. Nasruddin Imavov was landing those teep kicks, landing those leg kicks, landing those body kicks. I mean, this dude is his name, Russian Sniper, is for real. But the only thing that worries me for him in this fight is the cardio. We have seen him slow down after the first 2 rounds in the past. And that's what I was trying to figure out, if he would slow down after the first 2 rounds, but we didn't get there. We couldn't get there in the last fight. He lost to Sean Strickland. That's his only loss in the last couple of fights. I mean, losing to the champion, I mean, no shame there. Roman Dolidze was getting outstruck by Marvin Vettori. A lot of people are calling that a robbery. But, oh man, you got outstruck there. I did bet on Roman Dolidze against Marvin Vettori. And he just didn't have any urgency in that fight. Couldn't get the takedowns or anything. Looked horrible in that fight. He knocked out Jack Hermanson, which is a good look. I mean, knocked out Phil Hawes. I mean, I think what happened in Phil Hawes' fight was he had him in like a knee bar and popped Phil Hawes' knee, and then Phil Hawes' corner didn't stop the fight at all. Let him go back out there in the second round, and then let him get knocked out on like a compromised knee. And Dolidze absolutely brutally put him out. Dolidze has some crazy power, man. This dude's got really good grappling, really good power. If he gets a takedown, this could end badly for Imavov. But I think Nasruddin Imavov has worked on that grappling hole. I mean, he's sharpened up his takedown defense. And I think he's gonna get this done. I think this fight's gonna look exactly how that Chris Curtis versus Nasruddinov fight was looking. A lot of people are picking Chris Curtis there. 45% people were picking Chris Curtis. They're crazy. And Imavov was like, we got him at Imavov like -150, I think, -145. We bet on him. I had a 1.5 unit play on Nasruddin Imavov at -145. And I was gonna get to him at -135, but I couldn't get there. But then I bet him at -145, and then he closed in at like -175. And then he was like, that was looking like a steal, man. That fight was looking like, that fight was not even close before that accidental head clash. I think Nasruddin Imavov is gonna get this done, guys. I'm gonna pick Nasruddin Imavov by decision here. I don't think he's gonna knock him out or anything. Most people are picking Dolidze here. I get it, but I don't think he's that good, man. I think he's a little bit overrated. I don't think he's gonna knock Imavov out. Let's be honest, man. Nasruddin Imavov has never been knocked out. Only been submitted once in the first round, and that was back to, who did he get submitted to? He got submitted back in his first ever pro fight by guillotine choke. But he's really worked on that part of his game. He lost a fight that could have gone either way against Phil Haas. He was underdog in that fight too. I did pick Nasruddin Imavov in that one. But I got my boy Imavov here. I think he's going to get this done. He's going to be the bigger guy. Doesn't have the reach advantage here, but I think he's going to get this done. I think he's going to just beat Dolidze just the way that Marutori beat him. And then Nasruddin Imavov win 5 rounds with the champion, man. So that's going to help him here. That experience is going to help him, and he's much younger too. Almost 8 years younger than Dolidze here. I'm going to pick the Russian sniper here. I think he gets it done by decision, guys. So those are the picks, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Let me know what you guys think about the picks down below in the comments. I love hearing back from you guys. And leaving a comment down below, even a W, just leave anything down below. Just leave a W down below. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, guys. I appreciate all the support from you guys. And our pick percentage is at like 62%, close to 62% right now for UFC. And we're coming off that really successful UFC 296 card. And we cast our parlay of the week and everything. So really good way to end the year. And we're gonna be getting fights for the new year now soon. So I'll be making more content. I'll go live almost every other day or every single day. I've been doing live streams, so keep an eye out for the live streams, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Let me know what you guys think about the picks. If you guys disagree or agree with the picks. And I'm gonna end the video now. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, guys. I'm pretty fucking tired now. I'm gonna go get some food now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. And later.